Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Thursday, December the 20th, 2012. Got a couple of new alerts for you, or at least new opportunities that I want to bring to your attention on the U.S. markets, as well as one on the Canadian markets, and I could probably find one in the European markets, maybe the FTSE. I'll look at them later, and they'll be updated on posted on the website. You can check them out there. The main thing I want to draw your attention to is that we have a sneaky rally going on that's actually bypassing a lot of people because they're just listening to the news, and the news is just talking about the fiscal cliff, and oh, we're going to go over, and oh, this, and oh, that. You're missing a massive rally. This is a very, very strong rally that's going on, and if you look at longer term charts, you'll be able to find the opportunities that still exist out there that haven't overextended thus far. So it's really important that you get on board here. And looking at the NASDAQ, it's one of the really good long-term charts as well as short-term charts. We've already been long this one for a while here, and we noticed that today we have a nice shooting star, or sorry, not shooting star, a nice little hammer-looking candlestick formation. Basically, it's just a doji, but it does the same thing, signals the same thing as a hammer. At this particular point, typically I wouldn't be bullish at the top of a pattern because you're doing, at the top, and then at the bottom I look for my signal. At the top I wouldn't. But this is a very tight trading range. It's just consolidating and starting to break out from this little support that we have here. It's provided by the 50-period moving average, the 200-period moving average, the middle Bollinger Band line. All of that provided support, as well as this previous downtrend line now acting as support. That's where our stop is at right now. This is a very, very strong confluence here of support lines, and so you really don't have a lot of downside here. I mentioned yesterday's video the pullback was a buying opportunity. I still see that as being the case. Again, I see this as being a move up here to take out previous high points like you've seen on all global markets, or not all of them, but many of the global markets already out there, and several others are on the way to create and complete that pattern. The TSX, or the Toronto Stock Exchange, same basic overall story. This is another great long-term chart. You can look at that on the website. We have those charts there. My personal notations are on them. But you'll notice here we've been long this one for a while. Seeing this breakout here as a buy opportunity. This pullback here was another buy opportunity. We advanced again, and now we just pulled back a little bit. And there's not a lot you can do here. It's why you're not seeing a lot of pullbacks here. You've got a lot of support lines. This previous resistance is now acting as support. You've got the 50-period moving average acting as support. The middle Bollinger Band line acting as support. This previous point of pullback here is now going to be acting as support as well. There's not really anywhere for this price to go but up. One other item you might want to look at, if you scroll on down to the bottom of my chart here on the short-term charts, you'll see the accumulation distribution line. You'll see that the accumulation line already shows that we have made new highs. It's not reflected on the price activity, but I would expect it. Take a quick glance here at the Wilshire 4500, and this one I've basically just advanced the stop to 1 cent below today's low. Lock it in again. You can see we had a basic same overall story here as we had looking at the other previous charts I just showed you today. Breakout, buy opportunity, pullback, hammer formation, another buy opportunity. She advances again, gets us 1 day to the downside, then starts moving again to the upside. I wanted to use this as an opportunity to advance the stop, lock in again, let her continue to run. That's great. We'll keep advancing the stop. Quick glance here at the Japan iShares, another great looking long-term chart. We told you when she broke out at this point here, there was a great buy opportunity as well as here, as well as the 952 point here on the longer term chart showed they were just getting started on a bigger move to the upside. Look for a test of 10, and you can probably blow through it with the way this market is moving to the upside. So keep advancing the stop on the Japan iShares until you are eventually stopped out, and then look at that pullback, if we get a nice pullback, as a buying opportunity. For those of you who are not familiar with the holiday schedule in the U.S. markets, you can expect the markets to actually be open on Friday, then close early on the following Monday ahead of Christmas, and then Christmas Day, of course, the markets would be closed. Okay, so you're going to have a long weekend going into this weekend, so you might see some profit taking ahead of that. I personally wouldn't do that. I would buy and hold because you got oversold markets that have a lot of room to move to the upside, and it's being very difficult to get involved. But that was something that you should think about because you are going to have to deal with that, even if you're not maybe trading from the U.S. The U.S. markets being closed will decrease a lot of volume in other markets as well. Okay, if you've not been to the free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, well, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. I will put out a video on Friday, one of the 19 major markets that I'm looking at here and tracking for you guys at PerfectStockAlert.com. So you guys know everything I know moving the week ahead, but in case I forget tomorrow or don't have time, let me take a moment to say Merry Christmas, enjoy the holidays with your family, and be safe. God bless. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.